Twilight is one of my favorite films. It is my favorite bad movie. I absolutely loved this film when it came out, and I still love it today. Hold on tight, Spider Monkey. I'm going to make you relive Twilight a little. The blue tint, the truck driving no one, hoa hoa, and Bella just not being able to pour ketchup is magic you cannot recreate. This movie truly had some of the best lines ever.
This is the skin of a killer, Bella.
There are not movies like Twilight anymore. If movies are bad today, they are just bad. They are not fun bad like Twilight anymore. That moment in the beginning with Bella holding a cactus is now synonymous in my mind with the parody movie Vampires Suck, when Becca holds a giant cactus. The parody was not good, but I always liked that giant cactus scene. It was hard to understand why Bella was so attractive to the guys in Twilight. Kristen Stewart is pretty, but so is Anna Kendrick, and yet every guy was drooling over Bella in this movie. I remember when Midnight Sun came out, it was explained from Edward that the guys were just interested in Bella because she was new, not because she was extremely good looking. Half the sheep-like males were already imagining themselves infatuated with her, just because she was something new to look at. Since that wasn't explained in the movie or in the Twilight books for background, it just looked like Bella had some weird magic around her, drawing all the boys in. Or she was not like the other girls that just had the guys go banana over her. Now, Edward, on the other hand, I completely understood why the girls were drooling over him in that movie. Robert Pattinson looked the best in the first Twilight movie. If you disagree with me, feel free to leave a comment. All opinions are welcome here. This is a safe space. Edward looked like a GQ model in the first Twilight movie. In the sequels, I think the makeup was different, the eye color was worse, probably due to CGI or something, and the hair wasn't the same. And neither was the wardrobe. They kept dressing him like an old man. It's probably because they had a bigger budget and was like, well, we can make Edward look more vampire-y or something. Or they were trying to make him look old since he was an old vampire, but Edward was stuck at 17, so he should have looked 17. When we have a movie that's one of our favorites, there's usually a scene that stands out, and it's the reason why it's one of our favorites. And for me, that scene is when Edward saves Bella from Tyler's truck. I saw this movie in the theater, and prior to the scene, from the audience, I can still remember there were people laughing, there was excited wooing at times, but when this scene happened, there was complete silence in the theater. You could have heard an M&M drop or a Skittle or popcorn spill on the floor. The whole movie shifted in this moment. It went from being a normal teen movie to the supernatural movie that it was. And the scene is shot so well. I knew this scene was coming. It was in the books. It went down slightly different as Bella hit her head a little and had to go in a stretcher in the ambulance, but the movie did it so much better. Bella is just standing by her truck, minding her own business, while Edward is staring at her, as he usually does. Then the truck comes out of nowhere, and you can see Edward come in out of frame and dents the truck with his hand. Then Edward and Bella just stare at each other, and they stare at each other a lot in this movie, but this stare is just different because it had meaning. It's a look of shock on Bella's face, and on Edward, it's just like, yep, I did that. There is no fear on Edward's face as he stares at Bella. That she just saw him dent a truck, and it seems like he just has this look of, this is me. You like it? And while all this is happening, the guitar riff is so perfectly placed, and it just makes this scene a masterpiece. Even if you hate Twilight, you have to admit that this scene is amazing. A lot of the Twilight hate comes from when Edward shows Bella his sparkly self, and she looks completely in awe and in love. And that love comes out of nowhere. Bella has shown absolutely no feelings for Edward other than curiosity in this movie so far. She's just been curious as to why he acts so strange and why he seems to be mean to her for no reason at all. But now, after she's seen him sparkle, she's somehow in love with him and later lets him carry her all around the forest on his back. Now, the baseball scene had me in a fit of giggles when I first saw it. It was so ridiculous. It was cool, but ridiculous. Jasper looked the coolest. You know he did. He hit that ball with no effort. Maybe that's why Emmett caught it so easily. There were a lot of moments in Twilight that made me laugh and still make me laugh when I go and rewatch the movie. A moment that doesn't make me laugh, but I just really like this moment, is when Edward sucks the poisonous blood out of Bella's arm. And there's this montage of their moments together. And the song that's playing is by Robert Pattinson. It's called Let Me Sign. It's just this personal touch that wasn't in the other movies. And this particular scene I've seen being parodied all over TikTok with like cats biting their owner's arms. It was a great song. Great scene. He has another song in this movie It plays in the restaurant scene when Bella orders her mushroom ravioli. And I have forever been on the hunt for mushroom ravioli, but I can only seem to find it at a grocery store. Does anyone else do this? Is it just me? It can't be, right? I've never heard of mushroom ravioli until, well, the book and then again in the movie. Mushroom ravioli in a restaurant so I can feel like Bella. There's gotta be at least one of you who does this out there too. Like every time I'll go into a restaurant that has like an Italian menu or some kind of pasta, I'm like, where's the mushroom ravioli? I want to try it. But I've never been able to find it. Another reason why I love this movie so much is I think it's because I saw it in the theater. There was so much hype around this movie and the audience was so theatrical in certain moments. I specifically remember when Carlisle walked through the doors of the hospital and there's this wooing from people in the theater. It was from women, but it just sounded like an echo because they kept doing it. Do you guys remember when it used to be so cool to hate Twilight? It was the hatred. It was so ridiculous. It was from guys. Like a large just group of guys on the internet between random ages like teenagers to adults maybe in their 30s just hating this movie. Hating it because the vampire didn't burn in the sun because he sparkled. Or just because women were really into Edward Cullen or Robert Pattinson. And they just hated Robert Pattinson for it because they thought he was going to steal their girlfriend that they didn't have, or because women were just attracted to him. It was so stupid, and it's so satisfying now that everyone likes Robert Pattinson now, especially a lot of guys. I think he said somewhere that his fan base now is a bunch of guys. It's pretty funny. Robert Pattinson's a really good actor, so he deserves all the praise. And Kristen Stewart's good too. It's just these two were in some movies that they could only do with so much with what they were given. There were bad lines in this movie, and I think they did a really good job. I really hope they never remake Twilight. They're currently doing an animated adaptation for Netflix right now for Midnight Sun. With all the remakes and recycling going on, I'm worried that if an animated show is a hit, they will do a live-action remake of the Twilight franchise. This film holds a special place in my heart, and I do not want to see it be remade. You really just don't get films anymore that are so bad they are good, that are so bad they make you laugh instead of cringe and want to stop watching. I might do a separate video on the hilarity of Twilight, so if you want to see that, leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe, so I can keep making more videos. I love movies and TV and want to make more videos on what I think about them. I want to do a Pretty Little Liars video as well. That is another fun, bad piece of entertainment. It's a completely ridiculous show that I just loved, and I was so hooked on it when it was coming on. I think it was like the last show I saw on TV. Like, I still watch TV now, but I don't watch it on a physical TV. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like my video. Goodbye.